Andrew Stafford, president of Prevail. We're back with another one. I want to welcome Matthew Burleigh to the Prevail team. We're super excited about Matthew. He brings something to the team that is very unique. He's a Chartered Financial Analyst, also referred to as a CFA. That is probably the hardest designation in the financial service industry to get. It is way up there. So tell me a little bit about what made you want to be a CFA, how'd you get it? Talk about that background and why you did that.
Yeah, it was pretty much right out of college. I was working for a mutual fund company in Boston, and we were right down the hall from the portfolio managers and the analysts. And I walked into one of the analyst's office and I said, "How do I get to do what you do?" And the first thing he said was, "Get the CFA." So I actually got mine pretty early compared to what most people when they get theirs. I mean, I started right out of college, so I had it very quickly.
Three separate tests.
3 years.
3 separate tests. They're all very hard.
Yeah.
The pass rate to get through all 3 at the very end is like next to nothing. What do you remember what the pass rate is? It's in the teens.
It's in the teens now.
Yeah.
When I did it, it was probably a little higher than that.
Well, it's because you
Maybe
remember
40,
one when
50.
you're younger.
But
right?
You could also take it once a year. So
Yeah.
there were fewer people taking it.
Well, we're really excited to have you. Tell us a little bit about your background, what you've done in financial services, and then as you transition to Prevail, kind of what drew you here.
Yeah. So again, I've been in investments ever since college. Got the CFA, went to business school, started working in mutual funds.
Where'd you go to business school?
Emory University,
Okay.
Atlanta.
All right.
And moved into Kansas City in '98 and started working for a mutual fund company. Moved on to another mutual fund company as a sector analyst covering media and entertainment.
Okay.
And then after that, joined up with a long-short alternative strategy fund.
So for our audience, talk about what long short means.
Long short it's a hedge fund.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
in the truest sense.
Yep.
We hedged our positions, we lowered risk. And that specific fund was actually real estate focused. So starting in 2004, I became a real estate specialist.
All right.
And have maintained that ever since within the whole realm of alternative investments. So
one of the things it's a big push for Prevail is non-correlated assets. We do the real estate. We're launching the venture capital fund.
Right.
You have dove right into both of them.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what attracted you to Prevail, what made you want to join the organization, and then talk a little bit about what you're doing for us right now.
Yeah, I mean, it was that utilization of the alternative investment assets within the overall portfolio construction. We had, prior to my moving here, had been working for a lot of institutional investors, and they significantly apply a lot of their portfolio to alternatives as a way to lower risk.
And we found that when we did our research to start Prevail, one of the things that we looked at is true wealth creation comes from non-correlated assets, alternative private investments, things of that nature. And in our research, a lot of times they would produce twice the return of the allocation they may have in the portfolio, meaning if you had a 10% allocation in the portfolio to alternative assets, they may produce 20% of the overall portfolio's return. So they're very impactful. So Prevail, what drew you here?
The fact you were using them.
Yeah.
It's not frequent that it happens, and it's not frequent that it happens in the level of exposure. But I like that a lot. It was another way it was a professional way of managing money and growing wealth. And so it was very attractive that you guys had embraced that.
So it's taking institutional style investment management, bringing it to everyday clients and high net worth clients and things of that nature. So you have a family. Talk a little bit about your family, what you love about Kansas City.
Well, I'm from the area, so I've always loved it, and love the Midwest. And I've got a wife and 3 daughters. 16, 14, and 14. So
you're busy.
There is
and outnumbered.
Outnumbered, surrounded, as a friend of mine. You're surrounded and outnumbered, as a friend of mine said.
Yeah.
But no, we've got a lot of Taylor Swift in the household, a lot of baking, a lot of cooking, a lot of soccer, and a lot of show choir.
What's the Swiftie song that's getting played all the time in the household? What gets played over and over?
It varies.
It varies, okay.
I'm I don't know the names of them as well.
Well, so that's probably a good thing. All right, so.
Played, I know it.
If they played, you know it. What do you love to do outside of work? What's some hobbies or things that you do?
A lot of outdoor activities, a lot of hiking, a lot of mountain biking. My wife and I love mountain biking, and the kids sometimes do.
Sometimes.
So we get out and do that quite a bit.
As they get older, they'll love to do it a little bit more, right? Yeah. They like their own stuff when they're young. Yeah. I know that from mine.
There's trails all over here, so it's great.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get confused and think Kansas City is flyover country. It's an amazing place to live. I'm born and raised here too, would never leave. So we're very unique. What are you excited about as you look forward to 2025 and Prevail and where we're going?
It's growing the real estate platform and growing the VC fund, and kind of overall becoming more integrated with the other operations within the firm, which are taking off.
Well, we're really excited to have you. You bring a level of expertise to the organization that I think will really help our clients and those that we're creating wealth for. It's an exciting time to be here, so welcome to Prevail. It's good to have you.
Thank you.